EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Now the wolf. He don't know no better. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, They needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. Good team on it. Good team on it. Hey, I'm coming. Out.
First down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. We're scoreless after one. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's go now. 5-6-1. Let's go.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Push him back.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Check 99. Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 9. Check 9. Same on. Check safety. Check safety.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Running, it's Drake. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A 71-yard punt return as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check. Undercross. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray from midfield. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Andy Lee now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Texans.
What's that? Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Everyone's
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check, check. Fresno. Switch.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check right. Watch it, 5. They can't hang with us. Mike 55.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. On 1st down, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We'll get near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll run with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's checking. Okay? Yeah. Echo.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check your hot read.
3rd and long. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the run, watch the run.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, an even 90 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Murray to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throw caught here by Bird. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Murray now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. There's Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's tight end Clay, the intended receiver. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Switch gears. Jim.
Shoot. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run. It's Lindsay. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I'm going back to you. Watch 25.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing now is Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to roam now. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Check 6 guys. Kill. Go. Check, snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He'll find Lindsay here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
91. Hey, Sam off.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Block working out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit.
They look to throw. It's locked. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Locked now on 3rd and goal. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's locked. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Bring it.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready, blue ready. 51 for Mike. You didn't want this.
on 2nd and 13. Winston going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
3rd and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play, Winston to Evans. And even 40 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
X3, 218, jump. Go. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Clock now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey. Hey, two. 45. Mike, 45.
Locke looks to throw it again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up on Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of his end zone, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Jameis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Let's go now. 60 or. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shoot.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA. Back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
Broncos first down.
Lock now. 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch it. You draw forfeit. Now. You got motion man. Leo. Check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
On the double. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3. Ready?
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Look at me. Go. Yo. Check 20.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
Watch the pass. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Locke. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Yeah. Bravo.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
60 outlaw.
Another run by Lindsay. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, team 6. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Block. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Hogan Bawale. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 41, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been...
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little